Those are
Transitions.
No!
Wrong game.
Those are transition noises. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another exciting episode of Dice Before Dishonor, the Pathfinder 1st Edition War for the Crown adventure path, where we have taken not one, not two, but 3 Cavaliers and 1 Fly Samurai, and the everlasting, ever-knowing, ever-changing Fafal, the Sylph Roguebard Slayer, something. The 5th man.
Excuse me?
The 5th man.
Yeah, what?
I'm sorry, what did you say?
You said you were a Roguebard Slayer?
What?
Oh, see, all I heard was fantastic lover. So,
I heard Tiny Dancer, but
hey.
I mean, that too.
What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Relatively speaking.
Blue jean, baby.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back. When last we left our heroes, combat, glorious combat, but it ended so quickly. But that's okay. Lots of rooms down here, many things lurking, and now that we've solved not one puzzle, but the stairwell of simple escape secret doorness, and now Zimbari, a cleric of Adabar who you met at the party briefly, stands before you in a small room praying to his god, Zimbari.
Abadar, please. Oh, you finally found me. Hello, my friends. It has been... And then I give up and I start to cry. It's been terrible.
it's been
terrible here.
He's pointing at his accommodations. You guys had like a lavish bedroom, a bar, a cot room, bathrooms. He's in a 15 by 10 room with a table, 2 chairs. She
died in my arms. I could not.
Winston's trying his best to empty the bowl that never empties.
He starts lamenting about the unknown fate of Jalissa, the Azamar Cavalier, who he saw save his life, take a sword strike, and her fate is uncertain. But he believes
you were here.
Yeah. And here you are. So,
here we are.
Gentlemen, Frank Hamilton's back in the house, playing our lead man.
Hooray!
Yeah, I don't have to make any more decisions or dice rolls. So happy he's back.
That's going to be the name of our next podcast.
Decisions and dice rolls.
Allow me to be your moral compass.
Okay.
Roll a d4 and
You
go.
win.
Yep.
We are now...
Spins the chamber, but it's going to his head.
Yeah, no kidding. We're now closed captioned for our video aspect here. We are streaming live to Twitter, to Twitch, and around the world. We actually are streaming also to DLive, China's gaming platform, to Steam, and around. And we're making a hard copy for ourselves to pull the audio for the Dice for Dishonor podcast, which we will post this episode, hopefully within, well, I wouldn't say within the hour, but I usually try to get this stuff up within 24 hours so that the video fans and listeners and the loyal podcast audience, apparently 2 different sets of people, don't have to wait, and there's no spoilers being whispered. So, a body, a nobleman, has died, and now we believe we know the cause. A cleric has been found, perhaps a little bit too late. And now what? Gentlemen, what do you do?
I ask you if you uploaded Frank's character.
I have to release him.
Oh, right, because you had...
Should we turn
I
around?
ask what you're going to do,
watch?
and then while you're turning air, I get back to the technical and get shit done without you exposing me.
Sweet. So I ticked my long sword against the wall all the way up to this door. And then I stop and I cross to the other side of the hall and tick my way back to the rest of the party, looking for things that might pop out of the wall.
So
Hibachi.
let's have that again. Last time I saw you, you were just encroaching upon this door here. And I said it was, it sounded a little bit more hollow than possibly, but then there was a door. And you bypass the door and go all the way down the hall?
I stop at the door,
Yeah.
cross the hallway, tick my way back. Because Zimbari.
Okay, so you're crossing
Do you open the door?
right here
No.
and come back. Zimbari, you witnessed the horrible death. You heard some nobles, hello, wandering around. You stuck your head out just in time to see. You're not sure what it was. Some abomination. The walls moved. The man got ripped to pieces right in front of you. The nobles fled in the other direction. You closed the door and have been praying ever since. It's a short story.
That's what-
but
Well, like I said, when they opened the door, I'm like, oh, it's so great to see. Oh, man. I'm back. Then, oh, no. This tragic death has befallen them all. Have you come to take me out of here?
Yes.
Well, in order for that to
Question
work,
mark.
I will offer you my aid and services such as they are, and we can negotiate a price later.
It seems to me that the time for negotiating prices for services is probably behind us. So it would serve you best to join this group as we all equally fight to get out.
Fair.
Shake on it.
Abadar, be with us.
So search the bodies, pocket anything that we possibly can that'll be of use. How much light do we have? Are we still working with Fafal's light source?
Well, maybe the cleric has some light as well.
Yeah.
Share the light load, so to speak.
So to speak. What resources can you bring? What spells do you have?
he agreed to fight. Spellcasting. It's another matter.
Oh, you saw between the lines. Actually, Jeff, I need the basics for Zubari. The basic Pathfinder acolyte.
He is a torn page, as it were, from the Dungeon Master's Guide. But
where's the Game Mastery Guide? I don't have the Game Mastery Guide.
oh, okay, that's all right. I got you.
No, because I have no idea what his skills are.
That's fine. You voice him. I got this.
Okay, works for me, but I have no idea what my spells are. Can't.
Well, if you're first
Classic
level,
cleric,
it's not
that's
going to
probably
be that
it.
Yeah, first level cleric, dude. You gotta get
I know.
a couple of healing and the channel, and
It's
ta-da.
okay. You can turn whatever you had into a cure spell anyways. So,
Mhm.
That's right. So
He can also channel positive energy several times a day.
right? So that's the AoE cure.
I'm pulling up the Forgotten Archives map.
I will
it is a
say this
blank
though.
sheet.
Since
Zoom out.
Rob is playing,
It's a huge map.
I've got it.
Rob is playing an NPC, and he is adamant about his faith and being paid, just like the first time you met him. For his,
I am super okay with leaving him here in the dark.
I'm sure we will come to
Good
an agreement at some
cleric,
point.
good cleric.
I
Might I
back
ask?
that.
What value do you put on your life?
The value that Abadar puts on my life.
And what value is this? Surely there can be some direct correlation. One so obsessed with finance as you.
Not I. Not I. Zubari is not fascinated with that. It is Abadar. But for the time being, I think he will forgive me for helping you leave here. But like I said, if there are any additional costs incurred, I will have to answer to him.
Isn't not Abadar also a god of community?
Abadar is many things to many different people, depending on where you are. When I left the monastery, they gave me, and I reach inside my coat, they gave me a little debit book. Look at here, I have all of the things that Abadar has asked me to acquire for him. I'm not saying I'll not offer my services to you in order to leave. I'm simply saying if additional services, if there is cost incurred.
What if we were to write down your life on debts owed?
But you did not save me as of yet. We would have to
Well-
make it out of the dungeon first.
Indeed.
But we don't have time to stay here, and Zubari is not a foolish man. How about we negotiate and see how useful I was when we're out of danger?
Yes. Oh, what weapons do you carry there, Sambari?
What do you give me? I have nothing. I was at.
Oh,
I was at the gala with the rest of you. Does anybody
you
have a
start
weapon
out
I
of
can
debt.
use?
very well.
There is
that would cost you.
There is a weapon in the room with him, in the corner, there's the tabard, and like you know the you go like Cub Scout meetings and stuff, and they have like the little mini flags.
Yeah.
You know, showing country or whatever. Okay, along the back wall, there's some remnants of family or whatever, including a intact short spear.
Well, if that's the case, then I would have taken that as soon as I got in here and realized I was alone.
Yep.
So I have this. And I hold up a short spear.
I look amongst my comrades, and it's one of those obvious looks. Like, is this guy serious?
All we require is effort to participation. That's it. We just want to
Agreed.
make sure that we're all chipping in.
Agreed.
So, after we've collected everything that we possibly can, shall we do our best to make our way out of here? This place was not designed to be a death trap, so let's keep that in mind. Regardless of what's moved in, there is a way out.
Now, might I add, gentlemen, you witnessed him pray, pay, collect, and cast this day. He has not had 8 hours rest.
Shh.
This is why, I'm just reminding the audience, this is why they're so adamant about, what have you got left? It's not like, oh, what spells do you have to be useful? It's more like, what have you got left?
This is why Zubari is not pushing the issue.
You want to have a sandwich and a nap.
I always want to have a sandwich and a nap. Do you have a sandwich and a safe place to nap?
We have rations, and there's a cot.
Hey, Jeff,
Yes,
Do
sir.
we have time to rest?
Yes.
before we get too far, I have no map. I'm clicking on Forgotten Archives, and it is just a blank pane. There's no scroll option. There's nothing. Can you ping me? Can you drag it to me? Can you?
Nope.
There we
Did
go.
somebody say they dropped the
Awesome. Thank you.
host address in the window? I don't have it.
Oh,
Yeah,
It
we'll
is-
retype it. Try to monitor the chat, guys, and try to keep the non-streaming questions in the chat.
Roasted Wand Ugly Zone.
And now,
Yeah, this was a GM
everyone
fix,
can
sir.
join our game. Thank you, Matt.
Can they?
Yes, come on down.
Yes.
Whip up a cavalier. Bring a cleric. Obviously, it's been a while
Bring
since we've
a
done a
rusted
live
cleric.
show. Some of us are rusty. Moving on.
All right. So let's see. Which direction did we come from? We came from there. I am going to. Can we still queue movement? Move on down to this first door.
So you guys are stacking on the door that was across from the secret door that you entered, in the center of the hallway on the north wall.
I am with Gildevarsh.
Righto.
So do we have an inclination that these rooms are filled with dangerous things, or they could be filled with people? We just don't know yet.
A wall attacked
Dude,
us.
the walls are dangerous.
I will use the pommel of my sword to bang on the door.
Okay.
We're coming in! And then open the door. I just don't want to get shot in the face with a crossbow by somebody who's paranoid.
Oh, it's not that bad.
Meanwhile, the vibration travels down the wall, stirring something long forgotten.
I've heard this is how dwarven stealth works.
Trask. No.
Sure.
I'll make
Same
that
team, I
handle
get
animal
it.
check. That's my mount, Jeff.
So,
Tarask is my mount.
there you go.
So
Open the
yep,
door.
move right there. Open the door.
You see a room. Let's talk about this room. A long table, its surface covered in green felt, stands in the center of this rectangular chamber. Silver trays dot the table's surface, each hosting a set of crystal glassware and a tall decanter of wine. Doors exit the south, where you're coming in, and to the north. The room, I would say, is cross-shaped, but only slightly. So it's not like a long cross. It's a stubby cross. So from door to door, you've got 10 foot into the table and chair, 7 foot wide table. The table itself is very oval. And as you can see, there's about, one on each end, 3 on each side, big conference table. And you step into sort of an alcove, a 15 foot wide space, 5 on each side, and then you step into a rectangular room, which is 20 feet on your left and right going out, and then the opposite door again has that sort of 15 foot wide alcove, so it looks like a big sort of bow tie, as it were. Can I have a perception check and less fumbling on the microphone?
Well, I don't have a character sheet, so someone will have to make the check for me.
The sheet is been bring it up. The ownership has been cleared. You should be able to grab it.
From
Got
where?
a 6 on the
characters.
dice.
Click the character's little flag thing on the
There we
menu
go.
on the side.
Thank you.
You'll have to add a Zubari as well.
Can't. You're an NPC. I can't surrender him to you.
To keep, just on the map so you know where he is.
Oh, he's here. Hello.
There we go.
That's a you.
All right, so I will finish my actions. Pound, pound, pound. Open the door. Step in. 5, 10, 15. Kind of move into the room. I've got, weapon out.
Okay.
Looking for anything, anyone. We're here to help.
Looking around, you don't necessarily see anyone hiding, but you do notice that besides the dinner table, as it were, setting, okay, there's a box sitting under the table.
Under the table?
Yep. And
Fall. Someone with a better spot check.
So I come in after if I can.
Yeah,
And
there's
that would
lots
be
of
a
dust.
17.
And that is order. Fall would follow in with a 6.
Good.
Oh, this is fun. And so Bartholomew will enter with an amazing check of 15.
Nice.
Leon, Bartholomew. Very interesting. Several overlapping circles drawn on the floor under the table with a stone? On stone? Chalk, maybe? All underneath the table, some overlapping, several circles.
Only I had another knowledge check to roll. Well, I pushed the table.
Hey.
There's a sign. There's a symbol of some sort behind the table.
If only there were less fighters in the party and you guys were easier to kill. I could make that comment every time you bitch about your skills. Get on with it.
Nope. All right, I flipped the table.
Okay. Okay. Ah!
No, we just move the table carefully.
All right, fine.
Nope, that's fine. It's canon.
Samish, grab the other end of this table.
It's canon.
Let's move the chairs. Move the chairs, head to that side, and try to scoot the table out of the way so we can examine these
All right.
sigils.
We move all the chairs over like organized and civilized folk to the edge of the walls, and then we move the table.
Daintily.
And there's nothing under the table, like written on the bottom side, like
There's
where you
a
stick
box.
your gum.
Oh,
No, but
Okay.
I'm sure you guys,
Just want-
like I said, the perception becomes party perception after revealed that you guys see that there's
Symbols.
circles. Different size circles drawn in chalk, and they overlap.
They are a shape. They've been known to be evil and benevolent.
True.
They overlapping like a Venn diagram or like there's concentric circles?
Or is it like the Olympic symbols?
It's kind of random. somebody.
Fafal, can you make anything of this? Zimbabwe. Or Zimbabwe. What do you think? Come in here.
1 second.
That's racist.
No, it's not.
You know, here to help.
Hey, you could always give him the Wakanda forever. Double cross index fingers. Yeah.
Do I have the appropriate skill, my sir?
Well,
Let's try.
Abadar. Abadar, could you be of aid? Abadar? Please tell me you haven't forsaken me.
Keep yourself in story mode. I have a look, and if there's anything more coming, I'll look after you.
Okay.
But
I take a look.
okay. He rolls the one skill he has
also.
without complaint, I might note. They don't seem to have any religious symbolism. If anything,
They do not appear to be of any religious significance.
but they might be somewhat mathematical, but from there, you're unsure.
No, math, religion, one or the other.
Well, some religions are based on math, right? Symmetry and stuff, and so.
Well, as I said, unfortunately, I do not see any religious significance to these. Zubari.
Yeah,
I tried to think if it has anything to do with if there might be some kind of a historical or like a significance to it, or possibly even like just a custom drawing circles underneath a table.
Okay, have a go. Not that you can remember. Also, these markings appear to be made of closer inspection simple chalk, like somebody was here a while ago. They're pretty old, but not 500 years old like the structure and the dust and, the little flags all around or that kind of thing.
How many circles are there?
More than 2 dozen.
that's a lot of circles.
Heard of these circleists?
Suddenly, the wall behind our half-orc lurches out 10 feet and attempts to rake claws down his back. Going off of your last bit of perception, boys.
15.
Wrong game.
6.
Wrong game. We actually.
yeah.
Roll for initiative.
No, not at all. You have to make a perception check to know if you're getting ambushed in this system. Thank you. Right? And since
My
I have
booty
I have
cheeks.
100% cover. I'm not hiding in the bushes making any kind of noise. I just suddenly am the wall and reach out. I'm just going to go off of like, what were you looking at? I'm looking at circles. I'm looking at this, that kind of thing. So I'm not trying to mash rules. I'm kind of going at the, what were you doing to distract you from? Anyway, with this much awesome stealth plus bonuses is very unlikely. It's more like I'll set a DC.
Magloots.
Now,
So do you want a different perception?
I
roll
rolled
or
a
the
10
previous one?
perception, but I'm out in the hallway still, so I'd imagine there's some minuses.
if you have a
involved there as
perception
well.
up and running in this room, keep it. If you were doing something else like knowledge, I'll give you perception, but with a penalty because you're all up in your brain going, staring at the floor in the center of the room. Anyway,
Okay, I had a 17, but I was using knowledge checks.
okay. And,
6.
sorry?
I had a 6 on perception.
Yeah, it looks like you guys were pretty low as far as I can tell.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna drop my guy here. Boop. And hello, leaning out of the wall. Blah! Yes. A single action
Oh no.
in a surprise round. And being a monster, I'm going to choose to attack you and use my
Oh no.
my attack action.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Now, a double claw, even though creatures can move in double claw, I still think that falls in the category of like a full attack action. So
Correct.
it probably just give you the, the once over.
Wow.
Apologies.
Apologies.
I stepped away.
Oh,
So I missed what just happened.
oh, okay. I thought you're apologizing as a cleric that you didn't notice the creature.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I'm so sorry.
You're supposed to protect us by yourself, cleric. What? I'm so sorry. I did not see the wall attack you.
Pull out my wooden magic symbol.
Oh, no. Okay. So, having at you, as it were, flat-footed with a
It's
10.
pretty close to my AC anyway.
With a 10, yeah. Good, but not good enough.
13.
Okay.
Flat-footed.
Okay, yeah, that's a miss. Confirmed and a miss.
Ah!
And then,
My glutes.
yeah.
No touch.
And then going to a proper initiative, gentlemen, if you'd be so kind.
Roll nits.
Roll me some nits.
Natural 20 for 22.
Nice.
Nice.
Call them out as they appear.
15.
16 for Samish.
18 for a 20.
4.
Juan?
Oh, I'm actually rolling that one, am I?
Yeah, well, if you can give me a raw roll in the...
Raw roll it is. 11.
Oh, nice.
11? I saw 19 pop up there.
Plus, did I get a bonus there that I don't know about?
Apparently a -8.
I rolled. Mine says 11. Why does yours say that?
I don't know.
No, it
Result
doesn't. It
says-
just showed 11, but it probably the dice probably disappeared before it like staggered over that one next
Yeah.
roll.
Oh, okay.
Is it an 11?
No, you're you're pretty much static, So 11 for Juan, and we shall begin a happy little melody that I like to call battle music. Cue the battle track.
Yeah.
Cue the battle track. Bring on the
The
players.
battle track for this fight will be Tiny Dancer.
Sir Winston, again, you've been attacked. An inside wall that you did not check. You are up, sir. Fall. You are on deck. Fall by Lord Samus.
Aha!
What do you do? What do you do?
I shall move. Sword was already drawn, so 5, 10, 15, 20. I'll move beside my companion,
Yes.
and I will attack the darkness at the wall. Combat tracker, where are you? There you are. Unidentified creature 8. Ha. Actions. Longsword. Give me that natural 20. Well, it wasn't natural, but
But
20 total.
That's close.
I'll take it.
Oh.
For a hit with a longsword, doing 1d8 plus 2 slashing damage for a total of 9 damage.
Nice. Nicely done. He
Damn.
just charges in there. Okay. Anything else, sir?
Beast mode.
God damn, did that wall move? Ha ha!
No, that's it.
Oh.
Standard and a move.
Yes.
I'm already missing the 3 action rounds.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, but think of all the free perception checks. Feel free to call them out, gentlemen. I'll give you as many as you want. Fall, you are up, Lord
I don't
Samus.
even
Index.
check.
Do it now. Fall, what do you want to do?
All right, so I will move the 25 feet past Winston. Up to
Please
the
remember,
wall.
the table has been moved.
Yeah, I'm
Yes.
just kind of picturing it sort of like 5 feet back, like
Yeah,
kind of,
to the north.
yeah, you guys can't exactly scoot towards that door so easily now.
Yep.
And please remember that moving through a threatened square, even if it's occupied by a friendly, provokes an attack of opportunity.
Because you never know.
Ah,
You never know when someone might turn from green friendly to yellow or red.
Both
that's
work.
fair.
It's like,
I
Really?
think the unidentified...
I attack him! Ha ha!
I think the idea would be that if you had a bless spell or something, like if I was there, I could.
+1 for us all.
I'm on my round, but I'm saying if you're in an adjoining square, that's something you could do would be an aid
Then-
of some sort.
I will make a acrobatics check to move through that threatened square.
So sorry, Winston, where did you come from?
I was right outside the doorway.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I think Zambari, I kind of had him halfway between two squares. I think he'd be up enough you could go around him because he's not considered friendly. He's an NPC.
Oh, he's
that
not friendly.
No, he's neutral.
No, I am neutral.
He's neutral.
Oh, then you're yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So you,
I still have the movement to make that.
Yeah,
so
I'm saying,
we're good.
Zambari, you know.
Well, you have to bear in mind I'm on Barkley, so my movement is.
Oh yeah,
40
no,
feet.
I'm just saying. He took the
Couldn't you just
time.
jump over the table?
He just hooked the.
No,
hooked the-
I don't jump over things. We've been through this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jumping is bad.
It's
Okay.
not. Apologize. Take it back.
No. Matt has a
Jump
history with
things, I don't,
jumping.
you know,
You
you
should-
don't jump things.
Shh.
we don't talk about it.
Okay.
Okay.
So, Fafal.
Yes. Acrobatics to move through the threatened square that is Winston, which is against the opponent's CMD.
Okay. Winston is not your opponent here. I, with my 10-foot reach, am. So what did you get?
Yes. 17.
In case people don't get the joke. Success.
Fantastic. And with my rapier in hand, I will poke this creature.
Okay. Appears to be made of
19 to hit.
stone and mortar, but you do hit it.
And 3 points of damage.
Nicely done. I have taken 12 points, and I don't like it.
Who does?
No one does these days, not really. Anything else, sir?
Nope. That was standard and move.
Okay. Then, Lord Samish, you are up. Leon, you're on deck.
Moving into combat, drawing my weapon as I move. So there's 5, 10, 15, and 20. Unfortunately, I can't do anything else.
Taunt him mercilessly. It's
The
free.
table was moved north, Frank.
Oh, it's moved north. So I can
Issue a
just go straight.
challenge.
5, 10, 15, 20. Drawing my sword as I move, and I shall attack. Let's see here. Let's move down to...
Oh, if only there were less combatants and more skill-based characters, my monsters
Would maybe live.
I'm just making up for, like, Ryan bitching about twice every episode. Oh, one skill.
I have 0 skills, bro.
You agreed to play a Cavalier, man.
I missed.
Oh, no.
Swing and a miss.
Oh, no. Oh, he's off his game. He's off his game.
If you can wahaha.
So, that's it, sir? Anything else?
That's it.
Okay.
That's all I can do.
Leon,
Move forward. Take a swing.
you are up. Juan, you are on deck.
Well, as much as I'd like to take revenge on this one for the previous injuries, I can't really get in there right now, and there's quite a big meat shield collection in front of it. So I'm just going to
Tactics?
move in front of Zubari
Okay.
and kind of like keep him safe, I suppose.
Do you have martial tactics? Knowledge martial tactics?
Is that an actual knowledge skill?
No, I think it's just tactics.
Might be a Hero Lab add-on as opposed to...
From the Advanced Player's Guide.
Roll me a d20. Roll under your level. The higher level you are, the easier it is to roll under your level, you see? I'll even let you take your intelligence from the roll. So 14 minus your intelligence
Sure,
bonus.
that's a 13.
Okay. But unfortunately, you're second level, so no inspiration, no free inspiration from the DM, unless, one of the functions of a first edition hero point is to burn it for free inspiration, useful information from a GM to solve the pretty much what a player said, I can't do this, if you choose.
It's not that I can't do it, so I could. I just don't want to waste arrows if I go to fire with those.
Your durable
I mean,
arrows.
I have a melee weapon, but
the durable arrows that you spend all that money on that can be reused.
they're fine. As I
Okay.
believe durable arrows are something like if you hit, you can reuse them. If you miss, they break.
I think
Or something like that.
Something like that. Okay. I think it's the other way around, but yeah, sure. Leon protects the cleric, or just gets in his way. One or the other. Anything else, sir?
Otherwise, I'm going to examine like the contents of the table. Is there a layer of dust on the table? Has it been shift?
The table's 10 feet away. Because they moved it north, remember? So you want to get a little closer.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I'm close enough to look at it.
Sure. Perception check. Eight.
That is an 8.
Nothing new jumps out at you. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Okay. Juan.
Show one your body up.
I
I shall cast bless upon everyone.
You don't have it.
I thought you said we had time to take an 8-hour.
No, you
take a
did
rest.
not. You have not.
I asked you. You told me there was a cot and a nap available.
No.
But then in which
Ryan
case,
told you there was a
Juan
cot
does?
and a sandwich available. The player did.
Somebody
Yeah,
lied to
fair
me.
enough. I pointed these things out, but we did not do such
And
things.
you asked him,
No problem.
"Can I have this?" He said, "Sure." And then you guys wandered into the next room, looking for the cot and hopefully a sandwich.
I
and what
shall
you have found.
hurl a spear.
Okay,
Got no skill, but you know what?
no problem.
Any port in a storm.
There's a 20 on that die.
Yeah.
There's also a 9.
There's a 9.
Yeah,
The
Yeah,
9
that's
is
a-
what I got.
you
Yeah.
you hurl your spear with a +1, making it 10. Right,
Ooh,
-4.
I'm excited now.
Minus 4 for the first meat shield, another 4 for
I
the
know.
second, so -8. That would bring you to a 1.
It clatters to the floor.
Yes. Good thing it's not a natural 1 because I have my crit cards for both editions.
And Leon's standing way too close.
Yeah, he just,
Oh, no. No, don't give him ideas. Same team, Rob. Same team.
Yeah.
Same team, same
no,
team.
it's
Sorry.
just a miss, sir. But yeah, nothing terribly bad happens. But you are
And I now take my next action to scan the room for more weapons because now I have nothing.
okay. There's chair, improvised weapon, uses a club, -4. You know. It's time for the creature. Ooh, this guy looks blue and juicy. The closest guy is the easiest guy, and the guy I blame for my current walled up situation. I'm going to attack Fafal. I'm going to give you the double claw, Fafal. Nothing personal.
That is a terrible idea.
It just sounds dirty.
Clawing at you with a 7 and then an 18 for a single hit, doing 6 points of damage as this mortar stone formed into a taloned hand rakes down your sleeve and marks up your really nice clothes. I mean, geez, what a douche.
How dare you?
And then there's an ouch in there
That
too.
is not very nice. Thank you very much.
That's a me. Also, gonna take a 5-foot step up, putting some distance. But my big waving arm saying, "Bring it in, boys," for my freebies. Bartholomew, it is your turn. Barclay is on deck.
No, he's not. His initiative is synced to mine.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'll take the halberd that we acquired, and I will take a swing at this stone creature.
Okay.
17. Hit!
Yes.
7 points of damage.
Nice. He buries the halberd deep into the center mass, and the stone crumbles. Some of it from the strike point up, crumbling to the floor. The partial part sticking out instantly just sort of melds back to the wall as if nothing had come out. But because you've broken stone and such, there's there's marks on the wall and some dust on the floor. And it disappears. Few tense moments passed. It does not remerge. Going through each one of your turns quickly to readjust what? Positions? Flee? Use your knowledge
Paul, are you
ability?
okay?
Barkley steps up to the wall where it was and pokes it.
Okay.
Or, sorry, Winston, and Barkley.
Yeah.
Paul will, check his arm. 'Tis but a flesh wound. I will be okay. Thank you.
Cleric, can you do anything?
Am I blessed with the medicine skill, Abadar?
Yes, you do. You can do a healing check. Actually,
Then I shall do such.
these gentlemen have looked like they've seen some scrapes, earlier on. Some of them have taken some wounds, as it were.
A 6.
You have healing at +8.
Nice.
Yeah. So 14.
So you can.
But you need 15 for first
identify
aid.
someone.
So, yeah. It looks like he's taken a nasty scrape to the arm. It's almost as if...
Can I aid him?
Hmm?
Because I'm an Order of the Dragon.
You guys are thinking 2nd edition, where 15 gets hit points. He can, first aid him, patch him up, but for hit point, first aid and...
Yeah,
You need that magic.
Yep.
Oh, the
Well, I
wiggly
patch him up
fingers.
as best I can.
You
I mean,
you
I'll
could
patch you up
stabilize him.
as best I
Yeah,
can.
sure. Yeah, nice role play. You also notice, now that you're patching a guy's arm that's shredded, you also notice that Leon has the sort of, ripped jean looking part of his his attire. Not as badly as Fafal, but I think...
I really wish I had some healing skills or any of my gear.
Sure you do.
When you go to a party, you don't.
You have skills. Just not gear.
I just don't know what they are.
Not gear. So, gentlemen,
All right. So let's see. Let's give this room a solid search, like Leon was talking about. See what
yes.
we uncover.
Would you like
I'm still poking at the
taking
wall.
10 and taking 20, not even needing 20 minutes. The 2-minute search in 1st edition, eh? Isn't that good? No.
Hey.
Yeah.
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 I'll recollect my spear, though.
Of course.
It's the only weapon I've got.
Of course.
Did you take the flag off of it?
No. How did I identify it as mine?
In the box, under the table, fine crystal glassware and silver dining sets, which were upon the table, and in the box, 4 scrolls.
Nice.
Yes.
Interesting.
If only we could use them or knew what they did.
Does anyone have the
Paul
skill
might be able
use
to.
magical device? Do we have any arcane casters? Do we have any divine casters?
Anyone with a really good appraise check?
None of the above.
None of the above.
So I will take a look at the scrolls.
Okay.
What the hell? Appraise? 10. They're clearly magical. Zimbabwe, Zimbabwe, do they? Zimbabwe is your new name.
Can we rename NPCs?
I think they put Zubari.
No, you know what? He just thinks that less of him.
That's
I mean, he's a
Kind of a
tall
cleric
noble.
charges money for healing. He's just like, this guy is less. He's like, Zimbabwe.
I will mispronounce his name on purpose.
Nare?
Well,
I'll hand
not
him the
only-
scrolls. I'll hand him the scrolls and say, "We bled for these. There's your first payment. Make use of them." And see if they're anything that he can use.
Savage leadership.
Hey, man.
Brutal.
Let's
Brutal.
assume that there are at least first level scrolls. That's 25 to 50 gold each.
Oh, no, I understand.
That's a lot of money.
I understand.
Of course, they're worthless as soon as you use them. Right?
But can I identify them?
No, that would
12 intimidate.
think of it this way. It's like he handed you a couple of $20 bills, right? You have to hang on to them to use them when you leave the dungeon. Otherwise, if you cast them, you might as well just be lighting them up with a flame. Go on.
No, but can I identify them?
With spellcraft, yes.
I do not have spellcraft.
Do you not have spellcraft?
That's a skill.
It's a
And
skill.
all clerics should have that.
Diplomacy, heal, knowledge, religion, sense, motive.
Yep.
Is
an NPC.
He's a first level
They suck.
guy. Hey, be happy that the 2 ranks they give a first level cleric, he's got 4 because he's smart. Nope,
So if the spells appear on your list,
not even smart.
you can identify them, right? Because you
That's what I thought.
recognize them.
And these spells, but see, because they're divine spells, I don't actually.
I never said they were
These are
divine
for
spells. I said
No, my spells are divine.
yes.
So do you have cast or detect magic, or sorry, read magic as a cantrip
No.
or orison?
I'll give you.
No.
I'll give you detect magic as an orison.
Yeah, I gotta have something. Like,
Yeah.
That's the problem. I have no character sheet to
Yeah,
work with,
yeah.
so I gotta rely on Jeff for this. So that's what I said. Can I identify
I
them?
told you where to find him weeks ago, and you made him up before that. Don't give me that.
I did, but I didn't. You told me not to play him as he was rolled, to play him as of the book.
Then the answer is yes. You have read magic.
Yes.
And then I will use my orison.
just said that. Yes, I'll give you detect
Yes.
magic, and then the bitching
Yes.
keeps going. I tell you, don't make me cut the feed. Cure light wounds.
You guys need a timeout.
Cure light wounds is one of them.
Nice.
The other one kind of crosses the border between kind of divine and kind of necromantic. The other 2 are not divine.
Okay, well, if one is cure light
So-
wounds.
It gets better. It's
Oh no.
cure light wounds, unravel, cure light wounds, unravel, cure light wounds 3 times.
Damn. All right.
That is why they don't,
Yeah.
In case you had an arcane caster and didn't want to pay the cleric. But of course, paying the cleric to... Oh, there's the rub, right? 3 scrolls of cure light wounds.
But I will use one of them. You said Leon appears to be damaged.
Leon appears to be wounded, and Fafal twice as badly.
Well, for fall, I will definitely use a casting on him.
Okay? Give yourself a little +1 modifier in that bottom box, and then chuck a d8 in his direction, and we shall see what happens to Fafal.
Fall explodes.
7 points.
Oh, he's completely healed. Not bad for reading ancient Taldarian, And 1 scroll, disintegrates.
One use disappears.
Yes. Next.
Does anybody else appear to be
I'm sorry.
obviously damaged?
Fafal, I'm assuming that this is all cool with everybody.
Yeah,
Okay.
I haven't said anything.
Because he has to touch you with the scroll or his hand and blah 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 and
Well, I could use any part of my body, but I'll choose my hand. Yes.
well, I'm just saying.
Well, now Fafal's a little disappointed that you're just using your hand.
Cure light wounds. Cure light wounds.
Turn the lights down.
Yeah.
Turn the lights down for
There
fall.
you go. Removing a sandal.
Fafal will snap his fingers. His light spell goes off.
I'll tell you a story about a
I want you to
paladin.
switch to mood lighting.
Yeah. Tell you a story about a paladin who had the holy symbol birthmark trait, and he insisted it was on the bottom of his left foot and had to remove his boot every time he cast. I'm not kidding. Ask Jay. He was there. Was it?
As the party barbarian, I would hack his foot off and hand it to him.
Yes, but that
I like the way you think.
that kind of footsie got you health. So, anyway.
I just made it more convenient. for him.
I get it, like a monkey's paw. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Hops around.
That's Garian's fix for that kind of
Yeah.
randomness.
So
Hands him his foot in a crutch.
yeah. And Garion
He's not unsympathetic.
became the party of one. But
You're
if you want to know
better.
more about Garion and Frank, check out our Hell's Vengeance pilot up on YouTube and everywhere you can find our podcast, the Foul Play Podcast. So, what do we do now, boys?
So is that all we find? Just the scrolls? I thought you said something earlier about decanters and
Yeah, silverware and stuff.
The table was set, right?
Yeah, there's
Crystal glassware and decanters.
yeah.
Okay.
There's your praise check there, Leon.
I roll around with the never-ending bowl and fill all of them with that gruely crap.
The complete set, like if you guys boxed up all the silverware, weighs about 5 pounds.
Well, the stuff doesn't actually. I'll say that to the group. This doesn't actually belong to us. I suggest we take only what we need.
For the second time, appraise checks are free, Ryan. Everyone has that skill.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Appraise. All right. Here we go.
7. Yep.
Ha! Oh,
Hadouken!
19.
Ah, 5.
18.
Okay. An ancient house, long forgotten. The filigree work. This is like 700 gold pieces worth of silver in a complete set.
I see Bartholomew go to I see Winston going to fill everything with like gruel. And Bartholomew's like, Winston, perhaps not.
I'm sure it's tarnished with age and everything, but you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a beautiful...
I'm not pouring it over the cutlery. I'm filling the decanter and the cups, you know. Got to make sure there's enough for everyone, because I'm just kind of sitting there absentmindedly shoveling this
Eating.
right into...
Yeah.
Right on top of
Winston,
500 years
please
of dust.
don't.
Ugh.
Do not tarnish this, honestly, masterpiece. A little bit of... Well, actually, I could probably whip something up. These would be sparkling new. We could get a fair amount of gold, don't you think, Bartholomew?
Yes.
They
A few hundred at the very least.
don't belong to
Now,
us.
there is...
throws away the stick he was
They
using to
belong
scoop and grabs a silver spoon.
Just
Samish,
Just
they belong
to be
to a dead house.
clear. Just to be clear. Knowledge history will tell you... Sorry, we assume the Vulturous house is dead, and then we found more Vulturous stuff. Okay. Fine crystal glassware and silver dining set together. And there is wine, Varth, but it's in a decanter, which has like air seepage and is long since soured.
Knowledge
Vinegar.
history of 18.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll do that as well.
No specific crest, just sort of a style, an ancient style, probably of the time.
17, one less. Yeah.
I mean, you ever pull a spoon that mom has out of the thing from the 60s and has that extra flat and the spooling filigree on the bottom? They don't make that kind of stuff anymore. Then they switch to stainless steel in the 70s, 80s. Then there's, you know what I mean? It's just that kind of dated sort of work craftsmanship. But altogether,
I'm just going to kind of leave them to their looting. I'm not really interested in taking part in that. And I'm going to move forward and look for more survivors.
Cavaliers, it's still the silverware. News at 11. Good on you.
I follow Lord Samesh.
Yeah.
Lord Samish, we may want to not leave an open room to our back.
Close the door, says Zubari.
No, there's another door to the north.
Yeah, there's wisdom in your words. There's also doors to the south as well. So I'll move back into this dining room area.
Fafal, I'll trust the packaging to you.
Of course. But I might need you to be the one that carries them. Comparatively, I believe you are probably a bit better built for that than I.
Yoked is the word.
Fair enough.
You package it up. I will manage the weight.
I'll be nice. I'll drop the battle music because I know it's making you guys paranoid. It's just like these things are everywhere. They're in the
I don't think we can't hear that.
We can't hear it.
in the walls. Really, I've never had a session where you guys like break the fourth wall so many times. Just
We like to set records.
Let the comments stand, dude. They don't know.
Move
that you
right
don't
to
know,
there?
You don't know. Okay, Frank.
Yeah.
There's a grid.
He doesn't like
You're
it.
killing me.
I don't appreciate that grid.
I've never.
Why
do you always say just kill me? He's like, we were doing this last game. Is like the dwarf that's tippy toes. It's like, oh my god, you're killing me.
I'm taking partial cover, Jeff.
Okay, that's fine. That I'll buy that.
And I open the door.
All right. You see a hallway with a bit of a niche straight across from you, but
Well, based on the layout of the previous areas, I'm going to assume that these hallways will connect.
where's our light source? Fafal was
The
dropping
circle
light.
around.
Fafal, you're dropping light.
I have Fafal on order to just keep my sword as a light source.
Yeah.
Fall dropped it for the mood lighting.
Then it's pitch black in here.
Yep.
Then make a light.
Of course, my lord. And I will snap my fingers on Lord Samish, and a light will be produced on him.
Okay. Anything? Pick an object.
Breaking
Like
out the light.
his sword, his helmet. His belt buckle.
His chest piece.
Yeah, the cod piece. What?
Cod piece. Yeah, that's what I would do. Think. Oh,
Not
Right
with
there.
Lord Samish.
Well, the gift of my seed is already light enough.
Oh, this is getting really uncomfortable. So bright light spills
Moving
into
on.
the hallway. It's a hallway. All right.
And I'll move in. And I'll tell back to the group, it looks like this hallway loops around.
I will follow Lord Samish.
I'll flank on the left.
I'll flank on the right.
All
I'll
right.
flank on the flank.
So 5, 10, 15, 20. 5, 10, 15, 20.
I'll flank on the
So
flank.
heading west?
Yeah. I'll just double move to there.
I follow.
Okay.
Follow him.
Unless you change it, I will follow Samesh.
Okay.
You may call me Lord Gildervarth.
Well, you're breaking the third wall now.
No,
phone's
no.
hard.
I tell you that.
Okay. By the
You-
way, while we're walking down, I do take the time to completely forgot I had this ability, guys. I apologize. I've played Magic Spellcaster in a while. I use my channeled energy on everyone.
Oh.
I found the page Jeff told me I thought I lost. So as you all move in front of me, I just pull up my holy symbol and I bless you all in the name of Abadar.
So you do
And, nice.
you do a channel burst for healing
Yeah.
on the full hit point crew.
I thought they weren't all full hit point. I
You
asked
just-
you that and you said two of them were still damaged.
Yeah, and then use scrolls on them.
I know I healed one with the scroll.
Yeah, so there's only one other
Oh.
injured person.
Okay.
Okay, then I'll save it for then. Okay, I'll save it. If there's only one person left, then I'll save it.
Yeah.
I was just going to clear party damage.
Okay.
Sorry, apologies, guys.
Oh, give it time.
No
That
worries,
will
man.
need
No
me.
worries.
Now, if you guys were not so focused on the loot and what the scrolls could do and then what he could do with it and he instantly use it, I'd let him take that back. But because, the story fell through right to the scrolls, use it right. There you go, Because you were just using your services, not the power of Abadar, so... Okay.
Right.
Anyway, so we're all stacked up on the south side of the hall and the north end of the hall, coming up on doors here.
Same thing.
Okay.
My main intent is to just kind of go through these doors, just like how we found Zubari. Go through these doors, see if anyone else is trapped in these rooms.
Okay. You hear
So,
scuffling and,
same
harsh whispers.
Ooh, I will not announce myself and then listen.
Okay. Lots of stand over there. Okay. You think it's safe? No, my lord. How can it be safe? Well, I'm not staying down here this entire night. Well, you saw what happened to,
Okay. If I hear that kind of generalized, when they come through the door, kill them.
Yeah,
If I don't hear that, then
if that creature returns
We're
to
here
the
to
door,
help.
kill him.
yeah.
It's the creature with the cod piece of light. Get it? They all beat you with chairs.
Right in the junk, too,
That's
right?
right. Every aims for the junk.
Oh, my God.
It's like, thank you for painting the target.
That's right.
You open...
I'll do the standard.
Yeah.
We're here to help and
Okay.
open the door.
FBI!
Yeah.
Talden security.
We have a warrant.
What's a word? Okay, there's some scuffling or whatever, and then they don't open the door. They just tell you to enter.
No, I open it.
Okay.
I'll knock 3 times. We're here to help and open the door.
Okay. They've got chairs stacked up. Not so hard to push back, but they've kind of
Okay.
barricaded themselves in the room.
Weekly.
Inside, you find 3 people, 2 male human and a lady. They are dressed in rich garb, as in the 75 gold piece noble outfit, as opposed to the 30 piece courier. I want to go to court.
Courtier.
Thank you, courtier outfit.
All right.
Knowledge nobility.
Okay.
I'll give you a +4 for the first guy because you met him at the party.
Nice. So let's see. Knowledge. Mobility. Add 4 to this number just because I'm lazy.
Okay.
Let me move the map over. So that would be a 23.
Lord Wilfrin Boltles, the guy with the wine that was dragging Zimbari around and talked to you guys.
I'll identify by name. My lord, I'm so glad that we'd found you. Quick, let's make haste out of here
Okay.
if we can.
Um,
And the lady.
roll again.
28. Natural 20.
Lady Gail Urbine.
Lady Urbine, it seems we find you in good company.
And lastly,
let's see here. One more time. Another natural 20.
Sir Gryphus Plastian. I love this name.
Sir Plastian.
Right.
I'll identify them all by name as we open up the door.
They're all aristocrats. Not more important or as well known as much as yourselves. A lord, a lady, a sir, right? But they're non-combatants. They're like third-level aristocrats. They're just rich people. But you remember from the party, they're obviously suffered a similar fate to you. They're confused. They don't know where they are. They're scared shitless. They're bolstering confidence. But Lord Bolthos does, familiar face, great type of thing. Lord Varth, it's good to see you, man, type of thing. But now that he sees, nobility and sirs, I wouldn't say he asserts the alpha, but I will say Lord Wilfrin Boltles ranks you, is of a similar rank, if not, just an older family, that kind of thing. Anyway, all earn your respect, ladies and gentlemen. They are lords, ladies, and Sir Gryphus Blastian is on, if we want to get into like an actual pecking, it would be Boltos, us just being kind to the lady, then Varth, closely followed by our Vinmark, Leon, and then down the line, and Sir Gryphus would, technically a sir would outrank the half-orc and halfling because of their race, but be of lesser sort of social status than young Lord Vinmark, even though he's an exchange student from the Far East. On and on types of things. Just that sort of caste a society. Anyway, they emerge from the room. They thank you for finding them. They ask, can anything be done for poor Lord Manchun? We saw this creature, a golem or something, lean out of the wall and shred him, and we ran and, back to the room where we arrived. They all appeared in this room, so they know it was safe. We walked around, we explored, that kind of thing. Zimbari will actually concur the story. Now, Zimbari, you know this man. He was interested. He was the guy that's got the really good wine that you blessed to change into, type of thing. He was interested in you and the Azamar and schmoozed you for a while at the party kind of thing.
Do you find yourself well, my lord?
Well enough under the circumstances. Good man, good type of thing.
Are you in need of aid of any sort that I can offer?
Well, where are we? What is this place? I've heard rumors of, safe houses and such, but I never thought, that kind of thing. He's confused, but he seems physically well, like he's...
Zubari is unfortunately unaware of that.
They're shaken up and, obviously scared, but they are people of society. You have an army at the gates.
But they're not in need of healing or anything.
No, but you put an army at the gates, these are the people that put on a good face for the crowd and for each other and, type of thing. So they're not quivering and wivering kind of thing, but, they're obviously a little distressed. So, addressing Varth as our lead. Lord Varth, what is going on? How did you come here? How did you come by here? What's going on?
We arrived here very much like yourselves. When the chaos ensued, wherever the Senate House was, we found ourselves here. Just avoiding death by a hair's breadth. I'll turn to each of my companions, kind of getting the assurances that, that's pretty much the straight of it.
Nod.
Did you find anyone else while you were down here?
No, they haven't been, well, they've been down here as long as you guys have, an X amount of hours, Terrible. It's the Senate and the Grand Prince, I dare say, has some sort of conspiracy, or surely he would, he's just trying to process the slaughter that he witnessed, that you guys all witnessed, and all of a sudden, sword strike, poof, here he is. He does talk about, I thought we were doomed, we almost got to a door, then they were upon us, and next thing I know, we knew we were here in a flash. Quite literally, there was a flash. Not like your codpiece, but, going on.
I'll look towards my companions. do we continue forth and find more?
Of course.
Trying to look for some level of guidance.
Bunkering
and-
is not an option.
I agree.
Well, it
And
is
then-
not an option. I don't necessarily agree with dragging the good lords and ladies with us while we're looking for an escape route.
Oh, we will certainly not remain here. We will go
But to
with
leave
you.
them behind will ensure their death.
Who-
No, we can find a safe place for them, though.
Excuse me.
When the walls themselves come to life?
I will refuse to be discussed like I am not in the room. Who are you? And he, looking at the Asian man.
I'm Lord Leon Vinmark. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
His eyes go wide like he's doing the math. Obviously what occurred to Winston occurs to this man now, but he holds his tongue. He says, indeed. Well, Lord Varth, this company, you vouch for them? Because remember, you guys were split up at the party. This is the first time he's met you guys en masse.
Each of these men that travel with us, I would give my life for.
Really?
Winston blushes.
Very well then. I can assure you that we will not remain trapped here, and you will be handsomely compensated for the safe return of our persons. And he, the lady and Sir Gryphus are nodding, to the surface intact. And
Oh, certainly. I don't believe any one of us is implying we would not safely return you to the surface. It's the safely part that's more difficult.
I will not cower in a corner any longer. I saw what happened to that man. We will at least leave this place. And he kind of makes his...
Right then, I hand him the long sword. Push him forward.
Dude, you want to give me a sword? I know how to use
Meet
it.
your shield.
Dude, I'm a...
No, I'm not.
I'm a
I was joking.
third level aristocrat.
Does he have a weapon?
No.
No?
Actually,
How?
no, I put it down and I had the bottle. Yeah,
Lost,
no.
I lost it.
Yeah.
Then I'll look him, with all seriousness and say, with your Lord's permission, we'll move forward and see if there's any more survivors we can find. And not really waiting for
Yep.
a response, I'll move south.
Yep. No. Kurt
And
nod. Yep.
As Samish moves, stay to the center. And I follow Samish.
Getting kind of annoyed with being stuck behind the line of people, I kind of move as close to Bartholomew as I can,
Okay.
with the hope that I can hopefully lean out and be able to shoot things if stuff happens.
I'll take the rear guard.
Okay.
Yeah, I take this moment while Leon snuggles up.
My name is Fuse, and we continue.
Leon,
Just continue to move counterclockwise and search the doors.
Leon, where were you before you were here?
Well, I was taken away by by one of the members of my family that you met. He seemed unfortunately suspicious. I had received your message, escaped his company, returned back, and at that which point the room was locked. So I tried my best to get into the center to see if I could catch you all, but
What I'm driving to the point there, Leon, is do you have any insight into your family?
There were aspects of my family that seemed to have been aware of what was going on, but to be perfectly honest, I'm not entirely certain that you mentioned that this was clear, that you spoke over the messaging. You mentioned that it was the prince that went mad, but I didn't see the prince.
The speech he commenced before the anarchy ensued was not one of a sane man.
Then are you certain it was he?
My eyes say that it was he. The people he slaughtered called his
Unfortunately, eyes in these days and times can be deceived, or can be tricked.
Then if that wasn't the true Prince Davian, where is he?
Have this conversation.
That is a question.
The conversation is rolling on as you guys are, opening doors and finding, aha! an empty room, moving to the next. But keep the RP going, guys.
Well, as we find that open door, I'm gonna, delegate people to check. Fafal, can we have a look in that room and see what's going on?
But of course, my lord. As Fafal steps away from the nobles.
Okay. So, sorry, as you were, Leon? I'm just, like I said, I'm assuming you guys are, I'll stop you if anything interesting.
Moving and talking.
Yeah.
Moving and talking.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We're moving, we're talking, and the creature leans out again, doing the museum wave, and we're moving and we're moving.
And eavesdropping into their conversation, I'll interject.
Whether or not it was the Grand Prince, your family members defended him.
Some of them, however, the large majority... It is my family's duty to defend the Grand Prince, but the members that seemed the most violent were not Vinmarks. That black armor is nothing I've seen.
Referring to the guards that encircled us.
I'll cut in at this point. Regardless of whose family did what, my family, as distant as they may be, are the ones that perpetrated this. Let's focus on getting to the bottom of it and understand what's going on.
Agreed.
And with that, do the knock. We're here to help.
Okay.
Open the door.
Yep. There is another room on this wall. Again, couple chairs, barren, some useless accoutrements. Oh, look, a decanter of wine gone sour. Like, some odds and ends to little mini senator store, stay safe here kind of room, and a big meeting room in the center. And as you guys work your way around the rooms, feel free to, reveal after reveal, there is, little of use all the way around until you get back to the top corner. So as you guys hit room after room, come all the way up to the top northeast here. You bang on a door, no answer. You open it, okay, and you see a single chair in a corner. And just kind of a perception check.
Yeah. Let's see, perception. 5.
Okay. Room appears empty.
Yeah, at this point I'm getting fairly confident.
Yep.
Nothing's jumped out at us.
Right.
So I'm just kind of getting a little lazy, maybe, moving through the motions.
Sure. Anyway,
step in.
You step in, you look around, you don't see anything. And then just as you're about to turn and leave, from behind the door in a corner, a halfling dressed as a servant, steps out from hiding and says, "My lord."
Oh, hey.
Anyway, the man is the man is barely 3 feet tall, visibly shaking, with bright reddish orange hair and mutton chops and a bit of a beard, dressed in a simple tunic akin to what you saw the servants. You guys remember Mike and Sylvia? Mm-hmm. Looks like somebody's footman or kitchen staff or whatever. Anyway, he looks wild-eyed and shaking, and he just kind of keeps wringing his hands, not certain what to do, and he almost lets you leave again, and all of a sudden just decides to step out, goes, "My lord," as if to say, sense motive.
All right. Sense motive. Let me scroll down just a wee bit.
Would you like me to sense motive since I'm there as well?
You're the only one that can see him. You can hear it.
11 for sense motive.
Okay. As if to, don't leave me kind of thing. He seems scared.
I'll smile and rest assuredly, clap a hand on his shoulder. We're here to help.
Okay.
Let's all get through this together.
Remember, you're walking around, sword first kind of thing, right? Expecting the walls to jump out. And if this guy witnessed anything.
That's right. That's why I'm trying to, allay his fears. We're here to help.
Okay. Nodding his head. I'm Emistos, Mrs. Goldblin, at your service, my lord.
Amistos, what brings you here? Others were in the main room. Is that where you came from as well?
I was... Anyway, he tells you a story how he was in the kitchen. One of his servant buddies spilled a drink on a noble, and the noble ripped off his sash, pin and all, stuffed it, like just turned to the first halfling, him, shoved it in his hand and went, go wash this and, make sure it's perfect. So he goes off to do a chore, right? Comes back, they lock the doors, and he's pinned in with everybody, and, they surrounded us. Very familiar story, but he happened to be holding somebody's pin. And poof, here he is what he tells you. Anyway, I'm assuming at this point you've let him out of the room and everyone can have a sniff, as it were.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Winston will encourage him to service the lords and ladies in waiting.
All right. Zip.
Pass him the bowl with the spoon. Show him, like...
This is how you feed a noble.
With a bowl of gruel.
Okay. So the
that's
servant
all
class
the rooms.
downtrodden guy, as soon as he's knighted, looks down and treats his own people lesser. Here, now you can serve the nobles. like,
That's the whole point of moving up.
yeah.
That's right.
You see some danger flashing in the man's, eyes there, Winston, as he seems to take offense that you specifically went and you feed him. Okay. But he does it. Would you like some of this? He smells it. My lords. What is that?
It may not
Who are
be
you?
palatable,
Yeah.
but it's the best that we have to offer right now.
Oh, okay.
I call it wet cardboard.
Yes.
All right. Well,
Nom nom.
anyway, so we should pool our resources, suggests Spoltus. Let's go and sit and sup, as it were, as meager as it might be, and come up with a plan. We've cleared, because he's assuming, well, we've cleared the area and found no immediate way out of here, because you guys have done a ring, opened doors, and talked to everybody, and no one seems to know how to get out of here. Yet another room with no exit.
Well,
So-
we didn't check. So, as I'm kind of evaluating everything, there's lots of secret doors and stuff like that. And there's this little niche to the north. We never really checked that out. So I'd like to have a fall move that way and give it an eyeball.
Winston's going to start doing a perimeter check, tapping the wall.
Paul will follow his lord's orders and move up towards the...
And I will
Probably.
lend assistance as I can.
All right.
I will also lend assistance.
I'll begin
And-
leading the nobles and such into the big center room with the giant table.
Perfect.
Woohoo.
And
Perception
mine-
check of 20.
Mine is the kind of assistance that gives you +3 to the roll. Or plus
Likewise.
3. Nice.
Would you stand at the wall you are searching, sir?
Oh, yes. Sorry.
So
Yeah.
you're going to do the alcove, the sides all the way along, or do you have somewhere specific, or are you doing the 22 minutes a bit? Like, what's...
I am going to just look at the wall and,
Okay.
give it a look for anything hidden, anything that stands out that would,
At,
stand out.
at first glance, there's nothing going on with this wall, but the wall is damaged. There's a niche, and you don't like how it's between the second last rib and the hips. And you know what that means? Because if someone were to withdraw something from their pouch and insert it in the wall directly in front of them, it's generally at that height. It's convenient. It's not a pie. It's not down low. Simple niche in the wall.
Okay.
Taking a closer look, dusting some debris away, as it were, it's vaguely shaped like a keyhole. As a matter of fact, clear scrape, that kind of thing. It actually is a keyhole.
Interesting.
It doesn't go through the wall, but it definitely you could insert, half a key length in the sort of divot.
Oh, didn't we have a key that we didn't find a use for?
I believe so.
From the last area?
I'll turn around.
Yeah, we totally did.
There's a key Lord Varth carries that he found in the bedroom right on the nightstand. We have not used that key.
So I will turn around to my lord and Bartholomew and be like, well, it appears there's a keyhole here. Do you know if there was any spare keys?
Just this one.
Found it.
And offer up the key that I have.
Okay.
I'll take it from him, place it in, and see if it goes in. If it does, then I'll try and give it a twist.
It does. Actually. And then, with a click, and the wall sort of shutters, a crack opens up, and a seam appears.
Did you say the wall moved?
Yep. But
Winston goes ballistic. Ah! No.
Winston isn't there. He's just kind of wandering.
Yeah, Winston isn't there at the moment.
I took the player hint, but you notice how they instantly role-played over your suggestion? Where are you? What are you doing, Winston?
I was searching. I was tapping the wall along the route.
Okay.
They went straight to the alcove. I was working my way there, checking the wall.
Okay. The wall doesn't act like it did when it attacked you. A seam appears, it shutters, and opens.
Nice.
Speaking of nice, pristine glass display cases stand along the walls and in the center of this immense rectangular display room. The area is more than 60 feet wide and 40 feet long, with the outer walls covered in glass displays of armor, save near the two northern doors and along the southern wall. Two rusted, decayed suits of armor stand separate, outside, but protected in glass cases. Tarnished and discolored weaponry fills the cases in the center of the room, including a magnificent crossbow in the center. Circles of various sizes have been scratched into the glass and drawn on the walls everywhere with chalk and paint. And we will see you next time on Dice before we draw a circle. Say goodnight, Fafal.
Good night, everybody. And safe travels. You never know what appears in the dark.
Ooh, I like that. That was scary.